Still sitting in a truck seat that's older than your favorite pair of work boots? Your back has been filing complaints for years. If your seat is worn out, sagging, or just plain uncomfortable, it's time for an upgrade. Head on over to seatspecialist.com. Check out their selection of quality replacement seats built to keep you comfortable mile after mile. And don't forget to use promo code TR104U to save 10% on your order. Seatspecialist.com, because a better ride starts with a better seat.
Welcome back to That's Delivered. I'm your host, Ray, and we're continuing our series with kids and careers, highlighting incredible people making real difference in the next generation. Joining me is someone whose work has been turning heads and inspiring communities is Milan Dennie. Milan is recently featured in the Care 11 News in their Land of 10,000 Stories series for his amazing efforts and teaching teens business skills throughout his barbershop program. His work his work is blend with mentorship, education, giving kids tools to succeed in life and business. And along with Milan, we have joined with another special guest, UPS steward Jeole Johnson. He's a dedicated hard worker, making sure things happen here at UPS, and also he's making sure things happen for where his heart is helping the young ones in the community. He's the backbone there. So really appreciate having you both here on the show, and wanted to make sure we get the word out for everybody to know what you guys are doing, all the great work you're doing. How you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wanted to get to know both of you guys a little better. I know that was a great episode, man. It was amazing to see you guys do that. Showcase what you're doing for the news, for the community, and help others to see your story of what you're doing, helping young ones, man. That's amazing. I thought you guys did a beautiful job with it, and they just showcased it very well. So, yeah, appreciate
Thank
that. Yeah, you guys doing that. So we'll start with Milan. Before you dive into an incredible work that you're doing right now, let's go back to the beginning. I know they shared about your youth and how it wasn't always easy. Can you tell us a little bit about your challenges you faced growing up and how those experiences shaped you where you're at today?
I started out in Gary, Indiana. So by the time I was born, Gary wasn't a like poppin' city, so it was kind of poverty. And so uh, uh single parent home, uh troubled child getting into, the justice system and things at an early age like that. But um I always was a barber since the age of like 11. I've been cutting hair. And so when I turned 18, uh, I pretty much knew that that was going to be my way out of like the system, so to speak. And I went to barber school at 19. From there on, I ended opening a barber shop in Indiana for 14 years. I moved I moved here uh, and ran both of the barbershops for about 2.5 years. And then sold the one in Gary, Indiana to Artist Martin. Is one of my barbers here now because he ended up closing it and moving here. But yeah, and I just started focusing on our nonprofit, It's Our Neighborhood. And during the pandemic, I it was a perfect opportunity for me since we were closed. Barbershops were closed, so I just turned the basement into like a small youth center for youth and for kids. And then we opened up. Uh, I think the day we opened for, I think the day the barbershop opened back. So we did our grand opening then for our free back to school event we do every year for kids. And it's been about a little over 4 years now, and we just are, you know, uh, just trying to expand our programs and expand our space and, you know, get known for what we're doing so that we can, do even more work along those lines.
What was the turning point that made you change direction in life? What do you think it was?
Seriously, I don't really think I don't really think let me say it like this. I think if I had the opportunities, I would have never really got in trouble. So I don't know if it was like a turning point. I always wanted to do good, but I just didn't have those opportunities out there for me or mentors there to guide me. I think like once I got able to make like my own decisions as an adult, once I turned 18, I just started making my decisions that I knew would be right and work for me. And and after that, I just kept doing that, and trying to get back to the community. And so, like I said, when I see these kids now, sometimes, it's they might not have like that opportunity that they're looking for. There's so much sports, there's so much other extracurricular activities, but where is it a chess club? Where is it a entrepreneurship club for kids? A lot of it. So, you know, those are the things that I was kind of like into when I was a kid. So I just opened the center for that. So yeah, man, it was kind of like 18. You got to do something with your life. I had this God-given talent from cutting hair all my life, so I used it.
Yeah, man, you're a true mentor through and through. Um, that's great that you got to be able to emulate that. I mean, I think that's great, man. You're helping the ones that need it most, you know. Um, Now speaking to you, Jolie, I know as a union steward, you get to work there, you're getting it done. Someone who is deeply involved in the community, what drew you to Milan's program, and why did you decide to introduce us?
Um, well, I'd it was a Labor Day weekend. One weekend I was just happened to be in town, and this is my neighborhood first of all, so that was a big motivation too. So I was in my neighborhood riding around, and I seen a line outside of his barbershop. He was fairly new to the community, and I had just left my community from delivering in this area and relocated to downtown to an easier area. So this was my neighborhood. I drove UPS in this neighborhood for 8 years. So I seen a line outside, and I was just curious. And the next day, I talked to the guy next door, which we were good friends to, and which is his landlord. And he said, that guy's over there giving free haircuts, free food, and everything, and backpacks for the kids out of his own pocket. And I said, wow, and he had a line around the corner, and I was just so amazed. And I went over and he introduced us, and I told him, I was like, man, please next year let me be a part of that because I want to be there. I want to be included because this is my neighborhood, and it just inspired me. So I just jumped in every year, and when he was telling me about this idea, I got more inspired and I just wanted to be a part of it. And he's been gracious to let me be a part of it. And so, I just, wherever I'm needed and whatever I can do for him to keep things positive and to see the looks on these kids' face and to watch them grow into this program has been amazing the last 4 years. So it's been really amazing ride and stuff. So we're really just getting it off the ground, and now we're starting to hopefully we're getting noticed and trying to really open eyes to people and help support what we got going on here, and come and support some of the outings that we do, our food truck that we do, and we're just trying to get this thing really going for the kids. It's all for the kids.
Yeah, yeah, spread the word. I like that. Too, also, I'm glad you guys came on the show. It's also, a lot of people we riding around, truck drivers, we drive around a lot. We can listen to it. So hearing you guys' story is going to be monumental for inspiring others. So really thank you for doing that. I heard you put the shout out there at the Union Hall. So that was cool, man. Yeah. So he's like, hey, make sure you guys check out that Care 11. So
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, good job. So yeah, I guess the mission with the barbershop program, I call it the barbershop program, but I was looking online. It looks like this is Our Neighborhood. That's the name of your nonprofit. You can go online and check that out. It's ourneighborhood.com. Really nice website showcasing you guys there. Let's dive into the program. So, can you tell us a little more about what the barbershop helps teens develop in the skills as far as what business skills, entrepreneurship, what specific skills do the teens develop and that you help them work with?
So we use a couple of different resources. We have a small business uh, kids business plan that we let them do before they go to what we do is after every session, which is like 14 weeks, we do a business fair, and that's kind of like the graduation of it all, for that session. Um, so we teach them how to develop a business idea. We teach them how to put that idea into a business plan, and then at the end, they take that business and they compete with like 15 to 20 other businesses at the Rosedale Mall, they're youth businesses, but they compete for prizes like $400 down to $50, trophies, medals, bikes, prizes, toys, and stuff like that. And they get to keep their all their money that they earn for that day. And so we host that at the end, and so they get the full package of it. They get to learn the curriculum while they're here, a bit of it. And it's college material, but we don't teach it like college material. We teach it in the form of games and competitions so that they're interested in competing with each other to learn this stuff. And repetition is the main thing that we really use. So a lot of the stuff that we cover will be some of the stuff that we covered over and over and over and over and over again. But they, after the repetition, they learn it like business terminology. Uh, we also do multimedia to teach them how to use Adobe software and Adobe Premiere, and they make videos. And for our business, they make promotional videos and help out with the marketing of Ion, of uh, the barbershop, and other businesses in the neighborhood if they want us to do work for them. But we use that to help them to learn about the marketing aspect, multimedia marketing. We also have a day where they learn how to code their own website. So they're doing all of these things in uh, this 14-week course, 14 to 16-week course. So by the time they get done, by the time they get to the business fair, they should know how to do some multimedia marketing for their business. They should have created a business idea and put it into a small business plan. Also, they should be have a complete website finish for their business, and then they'll be ready to compete uh, in the business fair at the end. And we do about 3 business fairs each year. So maybe sometimes 4. But yeah, so we also have a chess club where we teach them how to play chess on Fridays, and we teach tournament chess, and we take them to a state chess tournament at least once a year. We also have a food trailer that the kids helped draft the business plan for about 2 sessions. Well, no, about 2 years ago. One of their sessions was primarily to draft the business plan for the food trailer, which is a much more complex business plan. Um, they helped with that. And then the summer session, they came back and was able to work on the food trailer that they helped draft the business plan for. And so we let them run that trailer themselves pretty much after we train them. And it gives them the experience of having the responsibility of running their own business. So that, along with field trips and a number of other mentoring agents that we use just to help them to be successful in whatever area or career pathway that they choose. We're there for them.
Wow, that is robust. That's amazing. Wow, man, I gotta take a minute on that one. What's up?
Yeah.
Right.
How did you guys come up with that curriculum? Like, just kept adding to it and adding to it, or?
So the curriculum we use is from eSeedling. It's called yeah, that's one curriculum we use, and then we use Biz Kids is a portion of another curriculum we use, and then some college material that I use from when I was taking business courses in Indiana University. I included some of that, and we started out using PowerPoint presentations and things like that. I got away from that. I took the PowerPoint presentations and put them into a game formats, like puzzles and different things where they can compete with at the end of doing this stuff. They can compete and win money. Like I let them win. Like tomorrow we'll do play a game. We have like Jeopardy, Business Jeopardy, and different games. We play with them, and whoever win get like $20, you know. And so we do this stuff over and over before we start jumping into writing the business plan for their business fair. And that way, they'll know what we're talking about when we start developing and drafting their own business plan.
Yeah, man, business plan is a key. Uh, not everybody can write a business plan.
Yeah.
A lot of people to go to school learn to write a business plan can't write a business plan.
Right.
That's awesome, man. I congratulate you guys, man. That's a huge feat. And you guys are just knocking it down like there's nothing there.
Mhm.
It's good, man.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Man, so I'm hopeful for a lot of the young ones that take part in the program. I think that's going to be huge for them. They already look like shining stars right there. When I saw them on TV, man, that's really cool, bro. Thank you so much for putting forth that effort. That program sounds really good. So, Milan, the barbershop is based in St. Paul, a city that owns unique challenges, and strengths. Why is it important that you focus on the efforts in this community? Uh, what made you help out St. Paul?
Well, I think, because one, my barbershop is located there. I live out this way. So it's my neighborhood now since I moved here. I moved here about 10 years ago. And so, yeah, it is a underprivileged area. Um, Systemic barriers has been in this area for some time. And I come from a neighborhood that has had those same issues. Um, but I see that, I focus on entrepreneurship uh, and teaching it to youth because I want them to see and envision their own communities and rebuilding their own communities that they have, and not just getting to the point of a successful point and then um, running away to the suburbs or whatnot. Even though if that's what you choose to do, that's cool, but at least come back and try to, put something back into where you're from. And like I said, me being from Gary, Indiana, I'm in this neighborhood is it's not as rough as Gary, but it has its characteristics of poverty driven area, uh, drugs, crime, and all these things affect our youth, and they need to know that there's people out here and safe places for them to go to, and it doesn't just have to be. I mean, the library might be safe to a lot of kids, but it might not be safe to some of the kids that I help. So it's not just one place. We need different places around our neighborhoods to pitch in and help out and you'd be surprised how many kids can be their lives can be changed and saved as we work as a group and as a whole. So those are, and I see these kids and they remind me of myself when I was a kid. So I just automatically just want to help. You know.
I can feel the passion right there, man.
Yeah.
That's great. You can identify with the neighborhood. Um, you know, you're you see different layers. Some people see different things elsewhere, but you're seeing different layers right there in St. Paul of how you can help. I mean, just that fact you're thinking about the library may not be ideal for certain young ones. So let's give them something else. Let's not just push one thing. You know, that's good, man. That's a lot of good work, and it has to start somewhere. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. Thanks for speaking on that one. So yeah, your personality real comes through, and your person and who you are. Being a mentor. Um, did you have someone that you can think of that helped you along the way?
Yeah. My godmother helped me. Um, my uncle helped me. It was people that helped. I had neighbors that helped out, but it wasn't an organization that really like a nonprofit organization that focused on what I wanted to do that helped me. So that's kind of like why I wanted to, I've always been doing this, like mentoring and everything. Even in Gary, I mentored at another organization called the Gary Area Career Center. Helped create a barber program out there for them. And but it wasn't like this, like a organization that we put together to just focus on and concentrate on entrepreneurship for kids. Um, I don't let adults, like we have a lot of pop-up shops and they include kids and adults. I don't do that. I let the kids have something for themselves. We can do our thing later, but let them compete with one another. If they're on a level to compete with adults, then yeah, we can get them out there with the adults. But we let those kids come out there, and that's their business fair. They look forward to it, and then with the chess tournaments, you know, um, we got these little chest bags. You see like 300 kids with these bags on their shoulders with the going into this gymnasium to compete for 2 days at a state chess tournament. And I like things to just be singled out exclusively for kids. And so, yeah, even though I had some people that were very significant in my life, they helped me get over the hurdles and the obstacles, and I think that's another reason why I wanted to take it to another level, another broader step.
What's your vision for the future? Maybe the next 5 years, or you plan to expand or anything like that? I know you got Joel Lee. He's working around the clock here. I could tell. Ready to do more. What you
Oh yeah.
thinking?
Um. So the plan is to either get the other side of this building because it's a double building. My landlord is retiring, so we're trying to get the other side of the building and expand our space, get more space, and put our programs upstairs instead of downstairs. We get storefront signage and also include a barber program where kids can at the grade junior or senior grade level can come and start working on their barber license while they're in high school.
Yeah. Wow, that'd be huge. I started cutting my hair. Never turned back. I got a chance to help a couple people here and there. They'd say, "Come on, man, fade me up, man." So yeah, it's a good way to give back. Give you a good feeling when you give someone a nice haircut, man. They feel like they're on top of the cloud, man. You see them just dance off with that haircut. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah, man. You guys are doing that, especially with the free haircuts, man. That's when I heard that, I was like, wow,
Mhm.
man, that's that's where it's at.
Mhm.
Man, I hope you're able to keep that going, and I hope that the expansion works well. I hope that the storefront, I mean, keep you guys going, man, by rooting for you. I champion you guys a lot there. That's I hope we can continue the conversation and keep hearing more about good things.
Yes.
Let's see here. What else we got? Is there any stories that stood out for you from some of the teenagers you were able to help or young ones? Any obstacles that the program has helped them overcome? Maybe Jolie could speak on it, or
Yeah,
yeah,
I have a story which is really enlightened me and really fired me up. The young lady that was on last night, the news, her name was Tamika. She came to us. She was a shy 12-year-old girl, and she we couldn't hardly Milan hardly couldn't get her to talk for nothing at all. And to be in front of cameras, to talk to people in the business fair while she started her business fair and everything. And throughout the program, she was really engaged in the program. Each time I came down here, she was engaged in every session of the program at 12 years old. So 12, 13, 14, she was with us for 4 years. Those 4 years, she became one of the chess tournament champions. She's became one of the top entrepreneurs in our program. And she did a lot of interviews. She was on Channel 9, actually, doing our business fair. So she was our spokesman, basically. So she came from out of this quiet person into excelling into being really talkative and smiling and everything. And her thing, it was to go be a nurse and stuff. So now she's graduated her program, and now she's taking the nurses classes, and she's in the nursing right now. She's in following her dream of what she wants to do. So, and she thanks the program a lot, and we miss her dearly. But she was our first project, and I'm telling you, she really stood out, and I could be more proud of her, and it really made me more exciting just to see her develop and watching her still develop as she's left the program and keep going on. That tells me to myself and to him, yes, we are on the right track. Yes, we are making a difference. We can keep this thing going. And so, yeah, that positive aspect of it, every time I think of her name and I see her, I'm just all smiles because I remember when she was just 12 years old and how quiet she was. And now she is very talkative. Matter of fact, the whole last summer, she ran the food truck. She ran the food truck half the times by herself. And she kept, up with everything. And I mean, if you just see her in action, you'd just be, appalled, So it made us proud. It made us proud. We truly miss her. We do.
wow, yeah, that's awesome. That's a great story, a great success story.
Yeah.
Makes it all worth it. Even if it's just one, that makes everything worth it.
It's
So
just one. Yes, it was just one.
I'm sure you guys got many more to come. So
Yeah.
man, keep on trucking it, so to speak, because we highlight truckers and drivers and people that drive the community. So I thought about you guys. I said, man, it'd be great to have you guys on the show. Trucking brings everything. So I really think you guys are going in the right direction. I champion you guys. I think there's going to be a lot more good things ahead of you. I could just see it, man. You guys got the great energy that you're putting out there. Um, so, what advice would you give someone who's interested in starting maybe a similar program somewhere else? Maybe in another city in the hometown, or maybe a young one that hears the program and lives right next to you. Come on by and give it a try. You want to get any words for them?
Um, well, if they would like to open a similar organization, they should go for it. It, the more help, the better. We're all in it for pretty much the same reason to help these kids because we look at the generation that we have coming up now. Um, it's kind of rough, and those are going to be our leaders. in the field and controlling things, and so they need to be well equipped in every area and as much uh, knowledge, as much skills and uh, help that we can give to them. You know, yeah, do it. And if they need help or guidance, feel free to contact us. They can go through our website at www.itsourneighborhood.com. Email us, and we'll be happy to help and be any kind of resource that we can.
Thanks. What about young ones that may hear about this in your neighborhood? Maybe they get shared or sent around on social media. What would you say to them?
If they want to participate,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Hmm.
oh yeah, stop on by, talk to us. We're working hard to develop more programs out for because we'd like to work with third to 10th graders. So we're trying to really develop our programs more uh, so that the younger the younger crowd can benefit from it, not just teenagers. So yeah, stop by, check out our website, ask questions about us. We're more than happy to inform you and have any kids that's interested. But I will say this: I would like them to be interested in entrepreneurship because it's a program that is based around that. And so if they're not really interested in it, then it might not work for them. So I wouldn't want to waste their time, you know what I'm saying? So I like usually I ask them before I interview them or have they ever wanted to own a business or be an entrepreneur. And if they say yeah, and it's something that they're interested in, then yeah, this is the program for you. And that's what you're gonna learn here. It's how to be an entrepreneurship, even from just shadowing uh myself and the other barbers this here. They are entrepreneurs, and they can see, exactly what it takes to, be on time and tactful, how to, just a lot of be professional around uh in a professional area. So yeah, if they want to be a part of the program, reach out to us. And we're more than happy to help.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if shy ones can make it, people that have succeeded before, you may be a little hesitant, maybe you got to talk to the parents and get them involved. You get to hear about your story, your success story, and how you guys have spread that love to your community. And so don't be afraid to come on down and take a visit and see what you guys got. I mean, I think the energy is great. Just seeing that in the community, I think it's going to be contagious. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're hoping so.
For sure, yeah. I'm already excited, man.
We
Um,
look forward to you stopping in and see us too.
oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
coming. Yeah, I am. So I'm gonna check it out and also get this podcast out too. So yeah, just to kind of close it all up. I know you guys got things to do too. Thank you guys both for joining me on the show. I know it's a little untraditional with the Zoom. Sometimes that could be a little awkward, but you guys tackled it like no problem, man. So yeah, so this is good. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you both for joining me. Milan, the work you're doing is truly inspiring and shows how mentorship and education can change lives. And Jolie, thank you so much for introducing us. I think your
Mhm.
story is incredible as well. You're a hard worker, not just on the one job, your day job, but you also got the wonderful thing that you're doing after work as well. I mean, you're rushing right there, taking care of business. So, for our listeners, I encourage you to check out Milan's recent feature on Care 11 News, Land of 10,000 Stories. You can find that on Care 11's website. It shows the feature show there. I will put the link also with this podcast so that way you can easily find it. I think that was a great showcase as well. So also you can share it to your friends. Just spread the word because we need more positivity in the world. So you can find these avenues within your community and foster young ones to be successful in the future. So and remember, helping kids is a success for all of us to help them succeed and most impactful things we can do for our future. So thank you for tuning in to That's Delivered. Until next time, take care.
Are you a trucker looking for a safe and reliable place to park? Look no further than Truck Parking Club. With locations across the country, we've got the perfect spot waiting for you, whether it's daily or long-term parking. And right now, use promo code DELIVERED at checkout for an exclusive discount. Reserve your spot today at truckparkingclub.com and drive stress-free, knowing your parking is covered.